What's up, dudes and dudettes? Welcome to Dark Souls 2 THB. I am Seth, your guide through Drangleic, and today I'm excited because I'm finally out of the gutter and things are gonna get good. Gonna get real good. It's been a little bit since I played. If you've been on our channel, you've noticed me and Cliff did a run through of Divinity 2. And that took a long time. It took like 80 hours, I think. So I've been busy doing that for the last while here. And I don't really even remember all the stuff I had. I do know there was a patch. And I know that patch changed some things. For instance, I got something called a Dragon Talon when I logged in the first time. Which I'm assuming has something to do with the DLC. Guides one to an unknown land. Alright, well we're not going to use that because I'm not going to do the DLC yet. We have the rest of the game to get through. I'm going to be honest, I did not read the patch notes thoroughly, so it's very possible that I am unaware of some stuff that I probably should be. However, that's okay. What's the fun of Dark Souls if you're not experienced it? Alright, we're gonna go to the Ruin Fork Road. Because today we are going to Castle Drangleic. We are finally done with all the other stuff. Go to Castle Drangleic. Now to get there... over here. Alright. You may notice that my lightning spears say 6 now. That is, if I'm not mistaken, a pretty severe nerf that they did. And personally, I think it was really unwarranted. But I'm not going to be able to show you guys any lightning powers. I have to be pretty conservative with what I got. Shouldn't be too big of a deal, though. I will say I do agree with their nerf in general. You could pretty much cheese the game with lightning spears. Stop it. It was like, it wasn't even hard. So I get why they nerfed it. I just think they were a little overzealous with that nerf. There's a guy over here who's got rocks. Apparently got one off on me. Ring of Life Protection, Soul of Proud Knight. I think they cut it a little too much. It used to be every lightning spear miracle that you had slotted gave you 10 lightning spears. Now it gives you 3. I mean... that's harsh. Yeah, I think 5 would have been a better medium, but I don't make that call. There's a goblin in there and to the left, if I remember correctly. So, just FYI. You're not cool. Your skills lack. Now I'm the master. Twinkling Titanite. Yeah, there he is. Hence why I didn't just run in there and start wailing on him. It's that guy that got me. Let's see. Golden Falcon Shield. What was that? What was this? It was used by the Falconers. Interestingly enough, the Falconers are not actually found in New Game. The Falconers are only found in New Game Plus, which is interesting. I don't think that has anything lore. Like, I don't think it's anything important lore-wise, but it's kind of interesting. Like, you see like all these references to it, and you don't actually find them until you go to New Game Plus. Alright, so this is the Shrine of Winter. I honestly don't remember if I brought you guys here before. If I did, then this is the door we couldn't open before. You can open this. There are two ways to open the door. One is to have the 4 Great Souls, which we got. I hate doing it that way because I just hate the gutter. Generally, I will just get 1,000,000 souls and come here, because you can open this if you have 1,000,000 souls. A little bit of a grind. I mean, what do I got right now? Right now I have 806,000, and we went through all those areas. It wouldn't be particularly difficult, you know. You could just farm a couple of different bosses, but it's up to you. We also got some interesting paintings, or not paintings, carvings on the wall, one of which appears to be a dragon. It's pretty interesting, and one of which appears to be some people. I want to say they look like they're like on a journey, or maybe outcast. You notice they got like a little kid here in the middle. Looks like maybe a mother, a couple older guys. It's really hard to tell what exactly it is, because there's, I mean, obviously we can't read that text, but you know, this picture over here is actually different. It looks like, I'm not 100% positive, but it looks like they just executed a guy on this one and removed his head. Let's get the binoculars out there. As you can see, you know, maybe they didn't take it off. Maybe that's just an illusion of having the camera zoomed out. Maybe he's just looking up. Yeah, I take that back. He's just looking up. But yeah, so that's pretty interesting stuff. I'm not going to pretend to know what it means. Maybe somebody will find some stuff to link it later on. This over here obviously is a dragon. It could mean a couple different things. I mean, there is the ancient dragon that we find later in the game. This one's also a dragon. Interestingly enough, in this one, there's actually a guy down there. What does that mean? I don't know. I would love to hear any ideas on it. If you've ever watched speedrun videos, now I'm pretty sure they patched it out, but if you watched speedrun videos before, this place probably looks familiar, because most speedruns abuse the glitch to pass the Shrine of Winter without doing any of the requirements for it. Essentially just going straight over. Obviously we're not going to do that, because that would not be a very good guide. We got Repair, Large Soul of Lost Undead. Repair is an interesting miracle, but I cannot see you using it. Not unless, for some reason, you are wearing some extremely brittle gear, and we're just really scared of losing it. There's another Hive Knight here. I'm not going to kill him, because I don't need none of his stuff. But I do need a bolt stone. Did I get a bolt stone? Don't think so. Oh, wait. That's not where the bolt stones are. This is where the bolt stone would be. Doesn't look like it. Alright. I need to get one. Alright, so we're going to Castle Drangleic. We're entering into another place that shows kind of a discontinuity in the world of Drangleic. We are going to appear out here, and for some reason it's raining and dark, and we're in a place that looks nothing like where we were before, but hey, I don't think it was ever their goal to have a continuous world. Gotta be careful, these guys. When you come around the corner, they've already got their crossbows kind of loaded. So you gotta kind of be careful when you're around the corner. If you do what I do and always have your shield up, it's not a problem. Holy water urn. Alright. Hold on. And no, he didn't die. No. No. Aw, come on, really? So uncool. Alright, here it is, Castle Drangleic. Now, me personally, I like the world of Dark Souls 1 better. I think it has a better feel to it. But, Dark Souls 1 didn't have none of this. I can tell you that. That is just pretty. That is pretty. Here's Shannon.
This castle is isolated. But nonetheless, you must forge on. To bring an end to your journey and mine.
Yeah, she doesn't say anything else. A lot of people have claimed that she appears to be older here. And I don't really see it. I don't know. To me, she looks the same. I know her voice is slightly different in tone, but it's hard for me to justify calling her older based on that. Alright, we need to be careful up here. Might have seen that arrow go flying by. Come on, wake up. There's a couple guys. Aww. Really? A couple guys flinging arrows at me over there. These guys are the Primal Knights that we fought in Hive's area. They hit freaking hard. You gotta be careful. They're fairly slow. Let's see. And I'm in a place full of water because of the rain, so lightning resistance is pretty low. Let's see, Mastodon leggings, old mundane stone. Alright, hold on. Before I go up there. Up here, a lot of people get really frustrated with this part. They don't understand what's going on. When we run up here, there's going to be two golems on the right and the left. They're empty golems. They don't have souls to power them. We have to give them souls to power them. We do that by killing the guys up here next to them. That's the reason there's an infinite spawn of guys up here. It's not to piss you off. It's to make sure you don't accidentally screw up and aren't able to open the door. Let's go do this. Right, that wouldn't be close enough to open that one. This should be close enough for this one. Alright. Now there's going to be two guys who come run around the corner there. And doing that, open that. Both the golems are activated. Before we go in, we want to go over here because make sure nobody comes up behind me. Great Combustion and Fire Seed. Mainly for the Fire Seed, but as we know, I haven't been using any Pyromancy, so I don't really care. Now, just because the golems have been activated does not mean that these guys stop. In fact, they keep coming, as far as I know, forever. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to run up here. Just make sure that they don't have any more. I think there's a little bit of weight in between each one coming. So we should be alright. Alright.
Who are you? And by whose permission do you stand before me? This castle is the domain of King Vendrick. Is your trespass intentional?
Sure is.
His Highness. Where has he gone?
Oh, I know where he is, but I'm not telling.
You are a guest of our castle. I am the Chancellor, Belaga. Do you seek an audience with my lord, King Vendrick? Unfortunately, His Highness is absent. My lord, the King has... The Queen has taken him. My lord made magnificent findings on souls, an accomplishment for the ages. Its age is long, long ago. King Vendrick, we must fight back, or the giants will take Drangleic.
Alright, a couple things there. One, he says that Vendrick took the kingdom and essentially built it with the souls of the Great Ones. Now, it's possible that the souls of the Great Ones refer to the Great Ones that we killed, because Dark Souls, it's hard to tell if killing a Great Soul really does anything to the Great Soul, if it just kind of puts it into a slumber sort of in a manner, sort of like when we kill, say, Nito in Dark Souls 1, and in Dark Souls 2 we find his soul with the Rotten. It's possible it doesn't really kill them, it just kind of puts them down for a bit. It's also possible there were 4 completely different Great Ones at that time. To me, that seems more likely. And what's interesting is that means that Vendrick became aware of the cycle. Vendrick was aware, once these other Great Souls rose up, that what he had done did not mean anything. That's important because later on, we're going to find Vendrick and realize he may have made the ultimate sacrifice in the name of stopping this thing. And he failed.
The king had a dear queen, a woman of unparalleled beauty. Long ago, the queen came to us, alone, from a faraway land. She warned our lord of the looming threat across the seas, of the giants. The king crossed the ocean and defeated the giants with the queen at his side.
Queen Nishandra. We'll talk more about her in a bit.
The king commandeered their power and created the golems. With the golems, the king created this castle to celebrate victory and to show his love and his gratitude to his queen.
Now, there's been a lot of debate over what exactly Vendrick took when he went over there. He took something from the giants that pissed him off and made him come back over here to fight Vendrick and his men. I'm of the opinion that he took something that allowed him to make the golems. And I think whatever it was much the same thing that allowed the giants to reproduce. I've noted before, it seems like the giants look a lot like arch trees. Seem to be around the same make. The golems look very similar as well. A little more stonish, but still very much like giants. And I think that Vendrick took the ability of the giants to reproduce, and that's what caused the giants to come back over. Now, there are other theories on that. Some people think that he took the Lord Vessel from them. I don't know. That seems unlikely. I can't think of a reason that the giants would have the Lord Vessel. They don't appear to be affected by the curse, so I don't know why they'd care about anything to do with the Lord Vessel. But it's interesting, because something he took really ticked him off.
The queen brought peace to this land and to her king, a peace so deep. It was like the dark.
And there's your first hint to what Nishandra is.
Is this some sort of a dream?
No, you're dead, dude.
Where am I? What has happened to our castle? Who are you? By whose permission do you stand before me? Welcome, visitor. Our guests are treated with honor. This is the way of our castle. Tell me if you should require anything.
Alright, so we finally got through all this talking. So this guy was the Chancellor. He died. He is now a ghost, apparently stuck in a permanent state here. I don't know why. I'm of the opinion he's just here to drop some lore and let you stock up on items, because he doesn't really seem to have a purpose in terms of himself being here. His biggest thing are he has lightning arrows and magic arrows, but more lightning arrows. That's the big thing. He also has wilted dusk herb. which is pretty important now since they nerfed spell usage. And repair powder and great magic barrier. Other than that, nothing much. Just your...
My lord made me.
And pretty sure he just says all the same stuff. Yeah.
All
Alright.
Be safe,
There's two ways we can go. This is not the way. I'm just showing you. Up here, if we were playing on New Game Plus, when we walked into this room, there would be not one, but 2 pursuers who arise. That's right, 2 pursuers. It's not an easy fight. However, they drop some pretty good stuff. So I was just showing it to you. I believe if I had bonfire aesthetic this place, it would work the same. Not 100% positive on that. Don't think those guys... Nope, they don't. Alright, we got these guys. Oh, no, that didn't get me. If those guys block you, then they will turn their shields into, or not shields, sorry, weapons into lightning. And it'll do lightning damage when it strikes. It'll also, it has a slightly bigger range, I believe. There you go. But that's it. They're not really that tough. Although you don't want to get hit by that one. Because if you do, it'll break your guard. These guys remind me a lot of the Silver Knights in Dark Souls 1. I believe that they are supposed to be the knights who oh, I thought there was an item over here. Do I have the gear for it? Let me see. I don't. Alarm Knight? No, not the Alarm Knight. Well, if I find one of their stuff, one of their pieces, we will read it. Because it's actually pretty interesting. Hopefully one of these guys will drop something. But essentially these guys were modeled, I believe, after a certain person who was himself a great knight, but they went insane when they put on the armor. Intelligence is not the name of the game. He didn't die. Didn't get anything there. Alright, let's see what's in this door. Nothing. Because like any good castle, this castle was built with doors that had no purpose. Nothing. You can't open these doors. So it's this way. Forgot there were 2 of them in here. And we'll back out. Royal Swordsman armor. Okay. Pay close attention to these guys. You see they're kind of like stone right here. These guys don't, but here soon we're going to run into some guys who are actually alive, and they will come to life as we come near them. Alright. Be careful. We can't go that way yet. This should be a bonfire. It is. Go ahead and restock here, because it's going to be a minute in this other place. Alright, we got to do this a certain way. This is the room where all that stuff's going to take place, or those guys are going to come to life. Here's how we want to do it. We want to go open this door first. Yes, you can start attacking them right away. However, they have pretty high defenses. And hit pretty hard. And I'm stuck. Come on, attack me, attack me. And I'm dead. I got in too close. Should have been smarter. Alright, we do want to go that way first. You also want to be really careful because there's 6 different sets of guys in that room. I believe it's 6. And if you run up to them, yeah, they will all come to life at once. So, you don't want to do that. Let's do it this way. Right. Oops, that's the wrong way. Right, jerks. Another thing is they really don't get staggered. You can see they open that door. The reason we want to open that door is because we're going to be going along this way, and we don't want to have to fight all these guys again when we come back out, because we're going to be down certain things. Oh, that was stupid of me. I killed him over there instead of right in front of the door like you're supposed to do if you want to get the... Alright, well. His soul is gonna go open that door. That's fine. We can open that door. I kind of want him to go back to his original position here. Go back. Go back. Come on, go back. Go back. Further. Get out of the way, you stupid ghost. Okay. Close enough? Appears to be. Alright. Be careful here. There's some ruined sentinels. Yay fun. We don't get any help this time. I didn't actually mean to use a lightning spear. I didn't realize I had that. Theoretically, you only want to get one door at a time, because you don't want to be fighting all these ruined sentinels at once. But thankfully, if you get the first one, you're okay. Come on. Get out here. Stop it. These are exactly the same guys that you fought when you were in the Lost Bastille. With the exception of, I don't think they do their shield throw. Now, don't quote me on that. I've never actually seen them do it here, though. They could, I guess, but I've never seen them do it. Let's see. There's nothing in this room. This room. Skelly. It's a lockstone. I love lockstones. Believe if you bring him all the way back here and kill him in front of this the golems, that you can light up the room. But other than that, I don't think bringing him back here actually does anything. So it's not something I think you should spend a bunch of time on. If I'm wrong on that, feel free to correct me. Rolls are way off right now. That's I haven't played in a while. I wasn't close enough. Alright. We want to go in this room. We just don't want to do it yet. We're going to go over here first. See, these golems are holding torches. Alright, well that was just not useful at all. I'll show you guys what it does. Don't you die yet. Okay. Hopefully I have a repair powder on me. Don't know if I do. I do. It's good enough for now. I don't really want to go back to a fire yet. Alright. Over here. Probably should have go up here. Really dangerous to get crazy with these guys because they hit so fast. Come here, I want you to come over here to die. Here we go. Follow me. Well, fine. This is gonna be fun. Alright. That was cool. I honestly don't even remember if we need to go in there, but we're not gonna go in those other two now. Cause I don't feel like fighting through those guys again. What we are gonna do, human up, and we're gonna run. We're gonna run for that back left corner like we did last time. As you can see, there's only one of each guy in here now. However, the ruined sentinels do reappear. Really? those guys fall down or not. Apparently. No idea why he wants to be Spider-Man. It's really annoying. Alright. Fair End Group. Light this up. Why did I bother with all that? Because this is the Faram armor. And the Faram armor is the armor that we see in the Dark Souls cutscene. Not cutscene, sorry, the commercial. It's the same gear. See? Pretty cool looking, actually. Decent defense. Not amazing by any means, but pretty cool. And personally, I think it's the best looking knight set in the game, but that's me. I'm not going to give up my item discovery from my merchant's hat, but it's a good one to use if you're here. Let's go in here, because this is where we find Dark Diver Grandel for the last time.
We meet again, young undead. You have the look of a true seeker. I am Dark Diver Grant. If you seek true dark, well then.
Here we could join the Pilgrims of the Dark.
No, young undead.
Not gonna bother with them. Obviously, they refer to the dark in a deific way, which is interesting because it's quite similar to the way that the serpents in Dark Souls 1 referred to it, which some people think is not a coincidence. Some people think that he actually is one of the serpents in disguise. Don't know that I'm prepared to go that far, but it's pretty interesting. Alright, we're gonna go back to King's Gate now. And we're going to stop the video here. It's getting a little bit on the longer side, and we still have a ways to go, so we'll just split it up into two. Don't go anywhere.